Across the country right now, you have local leaders, state-level politicians, religious leaders, all of these individuals coaching parents across the country on how to get around mask requirements, either for themselves or for their children going back to school. A phenomenal new report from the Associated Press laid it out. I just want to read a little bit from this here because this is shocking and disgusting. Here it is. An Oregon school superintendent is telling parents that they can get their children out of wearing masks by citing federal disability law. A pastor at a California megachurch is offering religious exemptions for anyone morally conflicted over vaccine requirements. And Louisiana's attorney general has posted sample letters on his office's Facebook page for those seeking to get around the governor's mask rules. Across the U.S., religious figures, doctors, public officials, and other community leaders are trying to help people circumvent COVID-19 precautions, the Associated Press reports. And I gotta say, one of the most disgusting ways this is happening is by, as they put it, taking advantage of federal disability laws. Laws designed to help protect and help disabled individuals here in the United States. And here we have these people who don't want to be mildly inconvenienced having to wear a face covering, or they don't want their kids to wear a face covering because they're trying to send their kids to school with a political message, because that's what it is. So they're taking advantage of this law. They're taking advantage of these so-called religious exemptions. By the way, as far as I've known, and trust me, I grew up in a Catholic household, went to Catholic school for many years, went through all the sacraments, served as an altar boy. I don't remember anything in Christianity whatsoever talking about how it's morally wrong to have a face covering. So I'm not sure exactly how these mega church pastors are going to get around that, but hey, they managed to get their way around tax laws, so I'm certain they'll find a way. These people are all pro-COVID, and I have no problem saying that, because these are not real exemptions that these people need. If you had a legitimate religious exemption or a legitimate religious reason why you couldn't do these things, it's not hard to go get a real, either written statement from your religious leader, file it with the government, whatever it is, that's easy to do. Same thing with if you have a legitimate disability, if you're immunocompromised and cannot get a vaccine, then you can get those exemptions. Those are not hard to get. These people are frauds. And that's why I say these people are pro-COVID. Because this is getting ridiculous. Let me tell you, anybody who thinks, it's torture to have a kid wear a mask. Yeah, I was in the hospital yesterday for a good 2 hours total. Actually, a pretty quick in and out. Wore a thick cloth mask the entire time I was in there, including during my surgery here on my hand. And you know what's great? The whole time I was actually hooked up to an oxygen monitor, and I could watch my O2 saturation levels never drop below 98%. Most of the time, it was right at 100%, even though I was wearing a mask for 2 straight hours. My oxygen levels were not affected by it. Furthermore, and this is really interesting too, we didn't have any instances of children having any adverse reactions to wearing masks throughout the entire school year of the 2020-21 school year, where almost all schools across the country required masks. Didn't have any problems there. No adverse events reported. So these people are liars. These people are frauds. And these people are selling their fraud to other individuals who don't give a damn if they continue to spread this virus to others. How many more stories is it going to take? How many more stories are we going to have to hear and report about, which I'm doing almost daily now over at Ring of Fire, talking about some right-winger that was anti-mask, anti-vax, dead from COVID. And one of the last things they say is, oh my God, I'm going to encourage people to get the vaccine. I'm going to get the vaccine myself once I get out of here. I wish I'd gotten the vaccine. Those stories are too common. And thanks to moves like this, by these charlatans, those stories are going to become far more prominent in the coming weeks and months.